But what we are saying is tomorrow we'll welcome the Deputy President and we'll continue with the prayer meeting, Thanksgiving, as announced that tomorrow is a prayer and Thanksgiving day in Bomet County. We are also aware that it could possibly be, and most certainly be here for purposes of drumming up his presidential campaign. As Chama Mashinani, we have agreed that we will vote for him in his presidential bid and will support him, while we retain our identity and character as Chama Mashinani. We recognized that we've got similar ideologies. He adopted the bottoms-up approach, which in our view we supported from 2016, that idea of bottoms-up approach to economic development. And we also support the apparent statements that we believe are meant to sort out the problems affecting and afflicting the youth of this country in terms of getting gainful employment. So those are the issues we support. We are, of course, a little bit disturbed by utterances by the governor that he would want to see only UDA members. Yet we are already aware, we know that he himself is not even a member of UDA. So we do not know what he would want to do in a UDA rally anyway. Because he's a Jubilee member, he has not resigned. You can even check in the records. None of them has resigned from their previous party. And therefore, basically, there are no UDA members other than ordinary Raya of Bomet. Therefore, if the ordinary Raya of Bomet would choose that they are members of UDA, then they are the only ones who would attend the meeting. And not even the elected MPs, because they are not even members of UDA as of now. But the point we are putting across is that we want a peaceful rally. Once a rally is called, all people are free to come, especially if such a rally is a prayer day, a prayer rally. Secondly, the rally may be or could be to drum up support for the Deputy President, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So that would be the next step. As anyone seeking presidential vote will have to seek the votes from every person of this republic, irrespective of which party he comes from. The Eldoret rally was attended by Fort Kenya MP, Senator Malala, and others who are in other parties. Even those in Jubilee attended this meeting, and yet he is actually, that was a UDA rally. So we have no problem here in welcoming. We will attend. And if the governor is the MC and he says he doesn't want me to speak, I have no problem with that. I'll tell him thank you. In other words, we are saying it will be a peaceful run. We don't want chaos, and we wouldn't want anybody to visit chaos on us. We are made to understand some people are planning to issue t-shirts. Some people have branded t-shirts as Chama Mashinani, or they bring blue t-shirts and then try to cause disturbance, so that they can say Chama Mashinani has caused disturbance, which is not true. We've not printed any not even a kofia. We've not yet printed. We are waiting for the election period, because even the IBC chair has made it clear that campaigns have not started. Sure. And therefore, we cannot bring our party regalia or campaign material before the IBC have declared an official campaign period. So we have not printed anything. Anybody coming up with such regalia is not a member of Chama Mashinani. The leadership has not sanctioned such things. I have the Secretary General, Banakoche, here with me, and I think he can further state the party position.
Maybe before you finish, maybe a word to your supporters about tomorrow's function. Are they supposed to come, or Are you telling them to stay at home?
No, I'm urging all the supporters of Chama cha Mashinani, all the supporters of UDA, all the supporters of Jubilee, all the supporters of whatever party who are resident in Bomet, to avail themselves tomorrow for the mega prayer rally. And in fact, we had even requested whoever is in charge of the stadium to make sure that the stadium is open as early as 7 or 8 o'clock so that people can enter. And there should be no interference with the people entering the field because that may annoy a lot of people. So we are welcoming our supporters to attend the meeting. I will personally be there. Yes.
Last one. The last one, eh?
Yes.
Yesterday we saw in the meeting in Eldoret, and there are some leaders who made some statements that can incite Kenya. I don't know what's your take on that.
We do not want any inciting statements here in Bomet. Anybody from outside the Bomet should only come here and speak the language that is acceptable here. In fact, any language that belittles even another party is unwelcome here. Tumesema hapa tuko hasla mashinani. Hasla mashinani. So we are in agreement with it that we don't want to be lectured on who to elect. In fact, we don't expect anybody to tell us whom to elect or whom not to elect. We are not going to entertain, and people will be free to vote the way they want. We've got candidates from UDA and we have a candidate from Kano. We don't have a candidate vying for senatorial seat as of now in CCM. But we may do one for women reps. The other constituencies will let the sitting MPs and other candidates in other parties to contest. Members of the county assembly, we will be fielding members of the county assembly deliberately and strongly because as Chama cha Mashinani we believe our main portfolio is to strengthen devolution. Our main agenda is to bring back agriculture back to form, and that is why we are saying everyone in this county is valued irrespective of his educational levels, whether if they went to school or they didn't go to school, whether they reached standard 7 and didn't proceed. We appreciate them and we want to change the agenda in Kenya. Everyone is a valued citizen of this country, and we believe this particular posture we are taking will be a model to be copied and borrowed by other counties, and that is why in the local dialect tunasema tare tare. Yeah, and we cannot change that fact because you can change it before you leave it. But if you have already left it, if you have already left school, there is little I can do about it. I only need to accept you as a person and find out how you can get gainfully employed. Employment is a right for every citizen. And we don't want these stories that you can only be employed in public service if you have got a C-. No. We want those nonsense about drivers being C-. You can drive a car even if you are a standard 1. Yes. Or you never even went to school. Our parents were driving buses here without having ever gone to any school. So what is this nonsense we are being told counties should not employ drivers who are not C-? In fact, the current civil service regulations are very discriminatory to those who fall out of school at an earlier stage. And we want to understand that this is also similar to what CBC is talking about. Any other question?
Maybe a word from...
Okay.
Thank you so much. I want to believe that all of us were aware the significance of the visit of Deputy President in Rift Valley. We were yesterday in Eldoret, and you could see all the members of Parliament who are allied to the Deputy President from across the country they were asking the Rift Valley people to begin releasing deputy president so that he can be able to ask votes outside his home turf. So we were done yesterday with North Rift. It is now the honor for the South Rift to make the same declaration. And therefore, the whole country is looking at how Bomet rally is going to be conducted. And we are asking all the organizers to ensure that they do not change the narrative that was done in Eldoret. We want to make them know that the whole country will be looking at every utterance that is going to be. Remember, the deputy president is asking for votes in Mount Kenya. And they are looking at how we are behaving at home. And therefore, it is the honors of CCM to ensure that we uphold peace and respect